For many people, dreams are only found and accepted in the comfort of their sleep. Waking up means looking around, seeing the city that they believe they're trapped in, and convincing themselves that reality can never go hand in hand with their dreams and aspirations. Does that seem right to you? Should we allow that 5-year-old's fantasy of becoming a fireman to be washed away? Do we let that 8th grader forget her desire to go to college and become a doctor? The next question I ask is why? Why is it that we go through stages of doubt, discourage ourselves, and stop chasing after the rush we get from doing the things we love? Truth be told, it's difficult to tackle those types of questions, but nevertheless, people still try, myself included. My first guess is the fear of failure. It seems so trivial, but when actually faced with the possibility of not succeeding, people step down from the challenge. Another reason for letting some of the wildest dreams slip away from us could be because of the plaguing thought that a small city doesn't allow for the chance to shine on a larger scale. I've lived in Springfield all 18 years of my life, had homes in several different neighborhoods, played in its parks, and taken the school buses. Most of my family is here, and outside of a few vacations and school trips, this city is really all I've ever known. When you grow up here, you're exposed to the bare realities of the city, meaning that all of its negative characteristics don't escape your knowledge. Fortunately, I come from a family where almost everyone has attended college, secured honorable positions in companies, and have been able to pass down the lessons that they've learned. This gave me a large network of people I could reach out to from a very young age, and I thought that was the norm. It wasn't until my 10th grade year that I was truly enlightened. The transition from a private Christian school into a public one showed me just how much I had been oblivious to. Now, don't get me wrong. The teachers and administrators in my high school were some of the most well-intentioned and caring people. But nonetheless, the contrast in the level of academic performance and overall willingness to learn was overwhelming. As a student being placed into a whole new world of rules and behaviors, I had to adapt. That's pretty much the way high school operates. But I found myself lowering my previous standard of work, taking advantage of loosely enforced rules, and losing some of the ambition I once had to go after my dreams. The slacking didn't go unnoticed, however, and it seemed like there were a significant amount of people that kept telling me that I had so much going for me and that there would be great things in my future. Okay, well, I liked that teachers were seeing potential in me, but what I needed was for someone to show me how to attain those great things. I wish that instead of the only answer being to get out of Springfield as fast as I could, someone would have shown me the steps to prosper right here at home. I'd listened to my friends and other students around the school, and what I noticed was that almost everyone possessed this terrible feeling of being stuck. Now, yes, I've traveled to other places, seen the advancements and possibilities, but it still strikes a nerve when I hear people bash this city. My city. And it happens way too much. For a long time, I felt that I couldn't accomplish all that I wanted to because of where I come from. And I realize now that that is utterly wrong. There's not nearly enough motivation, inspiration, or pushes in the right direction for the youth of today. Where's the proper encouragement? Where are the people who will provide the curious mind with more than one way to reach its personal goals? I'm personally tired of seeing people give up on what their hearts desire most. Now, while I valued where I was born and raised, I have to admit that for a long period of time, I was one of those people that just wanted to escape. I started questioning everything that I had learned from my family because of what I was seeing around me. I didn't expect to stay local, go to Springfield College, and love it there. I didn't expect to land an internship at a top-notch company that helps develop young professionals and teach them to be successful. I didn't know that my small city had such big things to offer. So, how do we get people to know that? More specifically, how do we get young people interested enough to want to make a change? The information's out there and accessible, but are people really looking and listening? I think what we could use is a new type of after-school program, an initiative, if you will. Something that stands apart from all others, the main goal being not only to awaken the minds of the youth, but also to guide the parents and the guardians. It's no secret that character building starts at home, but what we often forget is that it must then continue at home. With this program, I aim to sharpen what's been done by other programs before it and add new components that keep the students and parents engaged. I want to redefine our idea of community and help people build connections because I've seen how close, positive role models can make a difference in someone's life. So I call these new components the 3 Ps: personal development, perspective, and prosperity. Number 1, personal development. Students in middle and high school are urged to start figuring out what they want to do with their lives and what career paths they'll choose. But they're expected to do so before they even fully know themselves or what's out there in the world. There should be a place they can go that helps them develop their personal goals, decide what's important to them, and then make a plan that they can refer back to and adjust as needed. They should be able to strengthen their leadership skills so that they can then go and assist their peers and direct them to do the same. Number 2, perspective. One problem is that people don't see the beauty in Springfield. So what if, as a part of this after-school program, people were taken out to different areas to clean up? We could establish better recycling systems in schools and around the city and find ways to spruce up the neighborhoods. Students should be encouraged to visit the local museums and search for the opportunities presented to express themselves. And number 3, prosperity. Another issue that I've noticed is the serious lack of preparation and students not being well fit to attain jobs. So what if there were more workshops around building resumes, teaching study and interview skills, and coaching students through the process of finding jobs and internships? Guidance counselors and teachers touch on these subjects, but I think that we need something more in depth. Something that people can take home with them. We need to awaken students' curiosity and then instruct them on how to get the answers to their questions. Now, since I mentioned home again, I can't forget about the 4th P, the parents. While there are many ways to reach out and try to get messages across, one option could be a weekly conference call. The students attend the after-school programs, and then the parents get briefed on what the main points were for that week and are given some tips on how to keep their children motivated. As a supplement to that, there could be a place online that displays all the topics and pointers for that week that also serves as an open discussion and place for parents to ask questions. Now you figure, a lot of the people that should go to these programs probably won't, so how do we get them to be more involved and aware? With what I call a Feed Your Heart Festival, something I see happening maybe once or twice a year. Now, when we think festival, we think food, games and rides, music, and an overall good time, right? So why not take something that already has positive associations and add to it something that provides the community with more of what they need? I picture this as an event that anyone from toddlers to grandparents can go to and enjoy. It could include separate stations with activities and handouts relevant to different age groups. Organizations and businesses can set up booths to advertise their internship opportunities and careers that people may not be aware of. There could be set times for motivational speakers to stand up and address the crowd. And when I say motivational speakers, I mean people that come from Springfield, have made great names for themselves, or who have done great things for others and can speak about their journeys. Serve as living proof that success is within our reach. We could invite youths and young entrepreneurs to get up on stage and talk directly to their peers about their accomplishments. And what about featuring a talent showcase? I know for a fact that local artists jump at any opportunity to go and show others what they're so passionate about. And then eventually, as the years go by, this could even turn into a venue where we present awards and acknowledge community efforts. What we're currently missing is the sense of unity. We don't want to just feed people's brains. We want to speak to their hearts and get them to join the movement. Let's bring life to the city. Inspire new ideas, and watch what happens when productivity takes the place of negativity. Imagine it. 2 years from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, we watch the changes unfold. We walk into public schools and see students excited to learn because what they're being taught is how to get where they want to be in life. The creative spark in one student's eye ignites the flame in another's mind. Children grow up not wondering if, but knowing that everyone around them wants to see them succeed. After all, that's how we create a great community, isn't it? We lift each other up. So in a nutshell, what I envision for Springfield is for it to be a place where youths feel empowered. I want them to feel like they're surrounded by beauty and that nothing is holding them back from bettering themselves and following their dreams. So what can we do right now? Right now, we can reach out. We can lead by example. And we can tell our stories. Let the youths know that waking up and looking around might not be so bad at all. Thank you.